So the pre-fight press conference for UFC 328 happened yesterday, and as we always do on this channel, let's break it down. Only the main event and co-main event went out, so we were only able to get public interviewing of Khamzat, Strickland, Van, and Tyra. Nobody else. Um, let's start with the MVP of the whole press conference. I gotta give the MVP to Sean Strickland. Obviously, Sean. I feel like I could have given it to Khamzat, but a lot of what Khamzat was saying was ineligible for an English speaker. Strickland was the guy that was speaking more words that you could understand, so I gotta give it to Strickland. Um, Van and Tyra were more silent, which it could be assumed given how much more bad blood is between Khamzat and Strickland. Tyra, he speaks a few words very loudly, like the thank you, I'm happy, trendy thing he's done for his past few fights. Van, he looks very assured of himself and doesn't. I can get the sense that he doesn't really feel like he needs to say too much. He's gonna step in there, stand and bang with Tyra, and likely knock Tyra out early. But yeah, most of what was said between Khamzat and Strickland. Khamzat came out with "I'm gonna be your daddy." He said that a lot of times. He tried to make a couple digs at Sean Strickland's dad because there's a whole controversy about his dad abusing him. But overall, it wasn't bad. Not a bad conference. The best part about all of it was the stare down between Strickland and Khamzat because Khamzat actually did something huge that I'll talk about in a later video. But insofar as the entire press conference went, it's not bad. I'd rank it as in the middle, in reference to press conferences all time. It's an average press conference. I don't think too much happened that would have put it above the middle, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that only the main event and co-main event were actually at the conference. They didn't include any other fighters, and I think a mix of fighters just creates more of a vibe. There's more questions to ask. There's more controversy to dive into. There's more crowd reaction. That it makes like a large number of fighters invited makes the press conference all the more exciting. This was okay, even with the whole screaming match that Strickland and Khamzat had. So again, bottom line here, it ranks in the middle. Not too bad, not too great. Best part was the stare down, and the screaming match between Strickland and Khamzat was at least watchable. Overall, let me know what you think.